Welcome to Just Your Average Podcast. This is the clusterfuck episode where we decide to just talk about a bunch of random shit. I'm Chad, that's Chris, and this is Leah.
Hello.
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 Chris, you're so happy.
He's always happy.
Chad's got me all sorts of fucking salty because we decided to waste a whole bunch of fucking time doing nonsense, and now we're finally getting
talking
to
like
recording.
Friends and doing stuff, but Chris is a cranky little mother.
He's always cranky.
You know what really fucking makes me cranky?
You know what really grinds my gears?
Shut the fuck up. The fact that Kingdom Hearts 3, the ending of it, was absolute bullshit.
That was a good transition. Sorry.
We usually point them out. It's okay. That was actually a good one.
Where it was like, oh, that was a shitty. It was alright. that was okay.
Anyways, go back to
Kingdom Hearts 3, the ending was really shitty. I'm actually gonna spoil things, so
go right ahead.
get the fuck over it.
Damn,
Spoiler
cracker.
alert.
But
Cracker?
Chad, how would you stop saying that? Because you're drunk. So yeah, spoiler. So basically, the story ends with apparently Sora dying.
Like a graham cracker.
You're an
I can
idiot.
imagine why I call him a graham cracker.
You're a complete and total idiot.
I
Sora
can't think
pretty
well
much is
enough
like
for this right now.
revealed to be dead for some odd reason,
Who?
but they don't really explain it. The main character of the story is
Sora?
supposed to, yeah, Sora.
Sora?
Moving on to something you want to talk about, because
Oh, talk
now
about
you're
Kingdom Hearts.
successfully like getting under my skin.
No, talk about Kingdom Hearts, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
No, I really didn't know who you were talking
No, it's
about.
okay.
So Sora was dead.
You're so fucking drunk.
Sora
It's
was
so
dead.
fucking disappointing.
Talk.
This is why it's called the clusterfuck.
It is indeed a clusterfuck.
This is where the microphone is.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Not like here. You gotta sit back and not,
I apologize. I've had a little bit of
alcohol.
yes.
In the meantime, the ending's just bullshit. It doesn't explain anything or resolve any issues that have happened across the last fucking 12 games in the
So we're
Kingdom
putting a
Hearts series.
spoiler notice up right now?
No, literally,
I
like...
don't care if you spoil the game for me.
No, literally all of it's a spoiler.
Alright,
Like, everything
so-
I've said so far has been a spoiler. There's not even going to be, like, a logo up. Like, you're watching this at your own risk. It's going to say it in the title, Kingdom Hearts 3 spoilers. But, yeah, so, like, you play through the entire game, and literally all it does is tie up the loose end of Xehanort is back. You kill him. You kill everybody else that was part of the 13th Leagues of Darkness. Shion's back for whatever reason. Rox is back for whatever reason. Naminé's back at the end of the fucking game. They supposedly kill off Sora. Kyrie's a sad little baby because of it, and the secret movie explains fucking nothing.
Wait, did they kill Sora in the third game?
Technically, yes. Because when you're watching the final like cinematic cutscene, like Sora just disappears and Kyrie's crying like a little baby.
So is it going to be a Titus moment, or is it going to be a blonde skateboard kid comes back moment?
I don't know. Like, they literally just left it open for a Kingdom Hearts 4. And it's so fucking irritating to me.
So it's not a good cliffhanger. It's more of a...
It's more
you
like...
made me wait like 13 years.
You made me wait 13 years, play all of these extra fucking side games in a shitty mobile game that you're still not done with. All for me to fucking come to this point and realization that there's so much more you could have done with this. Like, the
I had the
Frozen
initial
level...
thought that this was going to be the last game.
No. I could have told you it wasn't. It was a wrap-up of the Xehanort arc.
Oh.
And there was a Let It Go... There was a fucking Let It Go level. Literally, you can sum it up in that one sentence. They had the
Let it
Frozen
go.
level, and it's the only one that they actually dedicated a really good chunk of, like, a cinematic cutscene to, and it's just fucking Let It Go being played, and it's so
a big
disappointing.
chunk of money went.
Yeah, and it's like, that guaranteed that's where at least 10 years
I guarantee you
went.
that's where the Disney contract came in, where they're like, you need to put this in.
And they pulled all the fucking Final Fantasy characters out.
There was not one.
They make reference to Cloud and Auron in the first level, which is Olympus Coliseum, and that's it.
Did they have like a huge impact in the other two games?
Yeah. The first one kind of, sort of. The second one, definitely. And, like, there was things that should have been tied up in the third one, but never were. And it's just I feel like they definitely did an injustice to this game.
Was there any talks of having the fourth game come out any, like, next 2 years?
No,
or?
they haven't revealed anything about it.
I haven't heard anything about it.
All they've done is drop the secret movie, which is literally Sora and Riku. Why the fuck Riku's there is the better question. In, like, the real world with, like, the guy from the mobile games who's the Master of Masters, who's like some special bitch.
Riku, the friend who died and
who became dark and then came back and then
Does he even have that little relationship with the little redhead girl anymore?
Who, Sora?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
They're like kind of a thing, but not a thing.
Like, yo, girl, you're around when I need you, but
It's unspoken. Yeah. No, it's like, oh, you get kidnapped all the time, and I'm here to save you.
He's like, I'm sick of your shit, redhead girl.
They also fucking give him like some like one of the one of the bad guys gives him a card that's like, oh, this is the wild card. It's supposed to help you. Fucking literally does nothing. It has no bearing in the movie.
So it's one of those things that's going to be like the fourth game, you think?
Yep. Like I feel like Tetsuya Nomura and Square Enix is just gonna like milk it as hard as they can.
Now I feel like if the game comes out in the next 2 years, it'll be worth it.
No, if it's out in the next 5, I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt because they because they have Final Fantasy VII coming out, and that will tide me over plenty. I'll be fucking happy.
Yeah, but Square Enix is such a big company. They have so many like.
Yeah, like Nier Automata. I want to get that game and play it, but I haven't had a chance to. Thankfully, my lovely girlfriend, thanks Nicole, got me Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah.
And I was like, I told her several times, like, I'll buy it when I have money. And she was like, the dog got you a gift. And I'm like,
when we clean my PlayStation out, we gotta do a Red Dead.
Yeah, we will.
That'll be after Metroid.
We'll play some Kingdom Hearts too, but that's all fucking later.
Yeah.
So it's just like, yeah, I don't know. It pissed me off. And I'm still sitting here, and it's like, I want to go back, and I want to beat the super bosses. I want to, like, collect the ultimate weapon and do all this extra shit. And it's just like, the ending, like, just it basically ruined it.
Is that the only ending?
Yeah. And, like, for me, personally, waiting 13 years, playing Unchained Key, Kingdom Hearts 1, Rechain of Memories, 358 over 2, Kingdom Hearts 2, Kingdom Hearts Coded, Kingdom Hearts 3D, Kingdom Hearts, Birth by Sleep, and now Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, it literally just feels like I dragged my face through a bed of nails to do absolutely nothing.
Yeah, that's a lot of games.
So, can you say Kingdom Hearts 3 is a filler episode of an anime, pretty much?
And it's disappointing how much of it is. Like, there's no story progression during the game. It literally is a waste. And, like, it's a good game. Like, technically, it's beautiful for me to watch and play. Like, I loved it. I love going into the worlds, but they should have fleshed the worlds out significantly more. They should have definitely included all the fucking Final Fantasy characters. And the final world should have been a little bit more interesting to explore rather than, like, oh, cool, you're going to go here for a little bit of time, fight the boss, and then, oh, guess what? The boss is actually going to be a good guy because his old friend from back in the past came back and said, no, you shouldn't do that.
Can we talk about that for a sec? I feel like it's a horrible trend going on right now where the villain becomes like the anti-hero.
Yeah, the villain flips over and is like, yeah, I'm a good guy now.
Good old anti-heroes.
Yeah. That's the problem with movies and everybody now. It's a trend. It's like back in the day, the superhero movie trend was having that big giant thing in the sky destroying everything. Now it's Loki was a cool guy, but he was kind of an anti-hero in the thing, so let's make every supervillain not really that bad.
Yeah. The only anti-hero I like is Deadpool.
Yeah.
To be real.
Yeah.
And even Venom, after he goes through his whole arc of, like, just finding Carnage as a psychopath.
Well, the thing about Venom, it actually, like, if you think about it in real story content, he gets humanity throughout the thing.
Yeah.
So he actually
evolves
a little bit.
He attaches to Peter Parker and then goes to Eddie Brock, realizes that there's a difference between the two, and he's like,
so it's cool. But having, like, I wish I could remember, there was, like, some, like, horror movie thing where they're like, oh, the villain, like, the character is going to be like an anti-hero in the next thing, and I'm like, no.
That's like, what was the movie we went to go see? Halloween? That's like if they made right at the very end, it's not Jason.
Michael Myers.
Yeah, if they made Michael Myers right at the very end, it's like, no, he just wanted to save his sister from the afterlife. Like, no. I can see that happening.
Yeah. It's just like a bad trend that's going on through Hollywood and everything right now, where we just need villains to be villains, like,
you need a bad guy who you can beat the fuck out of and be like, we're done.
Like even Dragon Ball Z Broly. No spoilers with this, but you obviously know the context of the character throughout the movie. He was the villain, but at the end...
as much as I hate to say it, I've already had the ending spoiled for me. Broly's like...
Yeah, he's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's on the planet with the green, big-tittied woman.
they over-sexualized her.
Yeah, they really did. I've seen all the cuts of
with,
it.
like, a lot of female characters, though. They always over-sexualize
Well, here's the thing.
No,
like,
this is Dragon Ball, though, but they don't, like,
they never really
sexualize characters.
Yeah.
But the way they had, like, her posing in the movie, and, like, they had a scene where she's talking about, like, the armor, she just goes...
Yeah, like,
Yeah,
she shows off her cleavage, and it's like, why?
Well, it's all for the focus of, like, her and Broly becoming a thing.
Yeah, but, I mean, you can do that a significantly different way.
Well, it's cheeky. It's Japan.
Yeah, they do, like, their big...
Japan's
big
about
plan.
tentacle porn.
Okay, well, yeah.
But
Yeah.
it's just, like, even... The point of making even Dragon Ball is fallen, like, accustomed to, like, the
Yeah. And it's,
villain becoming... Well, in
It's
that movie, it
disappointing.
worked perfectly. Like, it wasn't bad. Like, I'm not mad about it.
yeah, but...
But I wish I could remember what I read the other day. It was literally like, oh, the next movie, this blah, blah,
For
blah.
Dragon Ball? Or...
No, just
Like
in
movie,
general.
movie. Okay.
In general, I don't remember what it was. It's just stupid. Like, we need villains to be villains. Like, just because they're bad, they don't always have to have, like,
you
a
need
bad...
someone at the end of the story who you can look at and be like, this is it. It's us two. We have to end it here.
Yeah, like you pull out this wallet, it says bad motherfucker on it.
He's like, you got to take this from me.
Yeah. It's like, we don't need everybody to have, like, heartbreaking childhoods.
That's like fucking saying the xenomorph from Aliens is like just trying to be friends with Ellen Ripley. It's like, no, it just wants to kill
No, but
her.
I guarantee you they're going to make the xenomorphs as just trying to survive, and they see them as a threat, so it's just like, they're just trying to be like, we're the better people, and you're attacking us.
Do you want to know what that sounds like to me? That sounds like people who don't vaccinate their children.
Oh my god, we're diving into that.
Yeah,
Dive right in.
because this is definitely going in the title, so we get
this
that
is something-
clickbait. You
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah, you're a fool.
This is something I can talk about because I don't know a lot about video games.
Yeah, you don't
and
know a
stuff.
lot about Kingdom Hearts and all that.
No, my mom didn't really let me play video games when I was growing up. Mostly I just played like educational games on the computer.
Dude, they were so good. Like, there was this one, like, wizard one, where you had to play, like,
I played a lot of
No,
like
dude,
Reader
Putt-Putt.
Rabbit and like the math games and shit.
Ah,
'cause
dude, putt.
Putt-Putt, oh my god!
I played this dinosaur game once. It was
I will
really-
play
really
Putt-Putt if
cool.
we get
Fuck
that.
yeah.
But
If we find, like, an emulator for Putt-Putt,
We'll get it
we'll do a
working.
Let's Play of that.
Back to measles.
Yeah, back to
Oh my god,
anti-vaxxers.
dude, I just can't believe you played Putt-Putt.
Yeah, dude.
Jesus.
I played like all of them. They were good. Or like the little fucking yellow fish. I forget what the name of it was. It was the yellow fish. I remember that much. But yeah, anti-vax. Like,
Anti-vaxxers.
vaccinate your kids, touch yourselves. Those are the two big rules on this show.
Oh,
We're going
boy.
to put them up in the back next.
That would be a terrible idea.
No, because we've actually talked a lot about people touching other people that don't want
Don't
it.
touch
Oh,
other
yeah, no,
people,
that's-
touch
yeah.
yourselves.
Which we
Yeah,
actually
do
have to
that
talk about
instead.
something next. But
Yeah, but vaccinate your kids, please. It's been proven scientifically that you should vaccinate your
Basically,
goddamn
like,
kids.
Washington and New York have been, like, the hot spots.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've,
so,
I've
like-
seen recently, like, a bunch of kids have recently been, like, getting measles, which is,
All-
was previously, like, no one had
nearly
had measles.
eradicated.
No, but the
Exactly, no one's
scary
had
thing
measles
is,
for so long.
like, children who have been vaccinated now are catching the measles. Cause
That's
only-
because it
Right,
has
because
to evolve.
Yeah, the
Yeah, it's only like
strain
97%, but
evolves.
more kids who get it, the more it's going to evolve, the more it's
Exactly.
going to fucking go past the vaccinations.
Right, because...
So these
yeah.
fucking asshole parents who are like, oh, we're hip, we don't need to
That's
fucking
not hip.
vaccinate.
That's
not hip.
disappointing.
Like, it's just like
Stupid.
you're a
It's
shitty person,
stupidity.
and
You're a bad
your
parent.
natural immunities can't fight this stuff, so we need to fucking pump it into you.
Yeah,
and build
mineral
you.
oils don't fucking solve this problem.
No.
It's just like, if my daughter ever caught the measles, like, I would fucking murder the person.
Dude, so measles, smallpox,
Yeah, it's measles and
the Spanish
smallpox.
influenza, the original influenza,
Yeah.
and like polio are like four big ones that if they make a
Polio's-
comeback, it's it.
Yeah.
Polio's the biggest one, though.
Yeah.
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 Fucking iron lungs, little children in an iron lung.
Those
I think
things are
the-
fucking scary.
The
too.
last
Have you
person in
seen
an
one of
iron
those?
lung died.
Have you
Actually,
ever seen one of those?
No, I don't think so.
I'll show you. Chris can put a picture up.
yeah.
Oh, the
But I think the
It
last
just
person
sounds
who was in an
scary.
iron lung actually died a while back.
Yeah, the last person who was in an iron lung died.
And like that's gotta be a horrible fucking life.
Oh my god.
It's basically you're in that for the rest of your life.
That's
It keeps you breathing.
Literally the shittiest thing I've ever seen in my life.
And honestly, if I was on that, I'd be like, dude, just...
I would just be like,
You'd be like,
end me
just drop an
now.
anvil on my face. It'll
Just
be fine.
Literally end me now. I wouldn't want to have to go through that.
Just
because
like,
you
get me
can't-
out of this, give me a
you
bunch of
can't-
acid.
You can't do anything with yourself if you're stuck in there like that. Like, there's really no point after that.
Yeah,
which
it's-
is really kind of morbid. But at the same time,
not.
Like,
it's not morbid though. It's just reality.
It's the truth.
It's like, what do you do?
You can't really do anything.
You can't live.
Like, what's the point at that?
That's like people who want like assisted suicide when like they just can't function any further.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like there's certain specific cases where I entirely endorse it, but it's just like why are you gonna fucking stop people from being happy? Like let them do what they want to do.
Let them
like
do
that scares me though. Like in the religious point of view where we always talk about like. Can an assisted suicide where you tell somebody to kill you be counted as a real suicide?
No.
Like in religions, because basically in Catholicism and all that, if you commit suicide, you go into hell.
Yeah.
Right.
Because it's murder.
Well, and that's self.
Well, it's.
I thought it was more because it was selfish.
It's murder. You're murdering somebody, which is yourself. So technically, in the guidelines of the Ten Testaments.
10.
Don't laugh at him.
Listen, I've had alcohol in my system. Like, I'm laughing at anything.
Titties.
Those aren't funny, but they're funny. When
No, but in reality, like, would that be?
See? She got titties.
Would that be considered like actual murder?
No.
Or, like, if you told somebody, if I get to this point, kill me.
I don't.
Could that be considered suicide?
No, it's gonna be a rule in my will. It's like if I can't function as a human being anymore, just get the 12 gauge, bring me out back.
Yeah. And see, in the religious aspect, since I wasn't really raised any specific religion, and I'm currently like studying Wicca. There's really nothing in Wicca at all that has anything to do with how you die. Like, that's not important in the slightest. So, I don't know about like Catholicism or anything.
Well, the funny thing about like Wiccan and like Satanism and all that, it's not about the thing that like forces you through. It's about like what you do with your life, how you choose to live it. Like if you choose to live it this way, do it that way.
Right.
It doesn't necessarily tell you to like go murder people.
Oh,
no.
No, those are like the weirdly like.
Those are like the fucked up ones. Yeah. Most of it is just like if you actually like look at Satanism, like most of the people that believe in
it's education
are like
very,
the devil was not an evil person.
No,
he was just somebody who didn't believe in the way of God.
He was someone who thought
so he like it's pretty much being like I don't believe in the way you do things. So God's like, you know what?
Get fucked.
Keep saying that, you're gonna get fucked.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, all this, and then all of a sudden the battle began. And he got cast down to hell, like we talked about the other day.
So is Lucifer on par with God, or is that like...
I have no idea.
Strength-wise, no.
I have no idea.
He's just his son. Like, pretty much, like, he was...
That's
he
such
just
a
got,
shitty fucking...
Like, he's definitely, like, I don't know, like, I'm not an expert. Like, God, everybody knows who
we haven't done the research to find out the exact power level of God and Satan, but we're pretty sure.
Basically, like, he's super powered enough that it took all of God's army to take him down. St. Peter, who was probably on the same level. St. Michael, sorry. Who's probably on the same level as Satan. Because he's the archangel and all that.
Yeah, but didn't Michael fight him and still had a hard time?
Him down to hell.
Yeah, but he had a hard time with it. It required everyone else.
Yeah.
So that means he's stronger than Michael.
But he's pretty much on like the same power level if we're going Dragon Ball Z wise with power levels.
But what if he goes Super Saiyan?
Oh my god.
The devil went Super Saiyan, he'd be done.
No, he went Super Satan.
Super Satan?
Oh my god. See,
Super
Super
Satan 3. He gets super long hair.
I want to draw that out and make that the thumbnail.
What's interesting though is there's no heaven and hell in Wicca, like at all. There's nothing. But there's a possibility.
Wicca, is there Nirvana and all that, or is that more Buddhism?
I think it's more Buddhism. For most Wiccans, they believe.
Booty.
Shush. For most Wiccans, they believe in reincarnation. And
yeah, it's kind of the same thing as.
But there's nothing where like, oh, you have to do these things to be, to go to heaven. That doesn't exist.
See, the main thing about reincarnation and everything, I feel like if there ever was reincarnation. I feel like reincarnation would be the soul having to relive their lives and different experiences to make their soul pure to go into nirvana. You know what I mean?
It's something like that, and different Wiccans believe different things.
It's just learning the mistakes you need to learn.
Yeah, like I feel like
the basis of it.
That's the thing about Catholicism.
Mistakes.
Like, not saying like Hitler should be able to have a second chance to be like, I'm gonna relive.
But he should definitely have learned not to kill the Jews.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
but
I feel like the first person to kill
that's
the
the problem.
Jews. Like,
that's the problem with all this. Like, certain people shouldn't have second chances.
Yeah, like
if you're like Ted Bundy and you're just like a fucking
dude, don't. Nicole's watching the Ted Bundy stuff, and
it's
I'm just
not that good. It doesn't. Have her watch the last podcast on the left how they explain Ted Bundy.
Already linked it in the last episode. Go check it out.
That's funny. There's a podcast my sister recently got me into called My Favorite Murder. And
listen to the last podcast on the left.
They talk about them actually in My Favorite Murder.
They go in depth on...
the podcast that his sister's listening to mentions the last podcast on the left.
No, I know, that's what I'm saying, but actually listen to the last podcast.
Yeah, I'm
the problem with the Netflix series is they pretty much...
He does this a lot. He'll talk over you to like get his point across.
The problem with the Netflix series is
they glorify him.
Yeah.
They glamorize it.
They glamorize it. And they don't go into, like, his murders. Like, he did some... He pretty much is a necrophiliac.
He did some fucked up shit.
Well,
but, like, at the same time, they should... because he was able to get away with it for so long is because he was charming. Is because he was good-looking. He
escaped for,
They can't, like, not show that he was indeed charming. Like, they can't make him
that's because he never directly admitted it. Like, he admitted it to a point. But he never directly was like, yeah, I killed those people.
Right.
He was like, hypothetically, if I was a witness...
at a certain point, I think they actually broke down all the stuff and everything.
Yeah, but it's just like...
But there was a problem with the series. It's like, having a movie is bad for that type of
that Ted Bundy movie.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Netflix got it. I'm kind of souped. Like, I'm really hoping they don't do what the documentary did.
It may be.
It is.
It's possible.
Yeah.
Like, I really get it, but...
Like, I'm really hoping they go deep into his past before they jump into the court case. Like, I feel like it's just going to be a court case movie.
I'm waiting for them to be like, oh, Hitler wasn't that bad of a guy, because that's what's going to happen next.
No, because, like, honestly, like, what's his name playing?
Oh, it's Zac Efron, right?
Yeah. Zac Efron. Like, I like him.
He plays it well because he's like, the charming, suave...
Yeah, because if you watch, like, the actual...
Yeah,
it's just like, I don't want people blaming him if the movie sucks.
Oh, no, I got you.
They won't.
Because Zac Efron needs, like, a break. Like, that guy needs to get out of, like, the High School Musical thing and the Baywatch thing and all that.
Yeah, I forgot he was on that.
Being the hot guy.
He's actually a good actor.
He's a good actor.
Yeah. But in this next movie, The Beach Bum, he plays, like, this little bro.
Dude, it's what Daniel Radcliffe tried to do with that movie where he was the dead body.
Oh, he was a dead body?
But he actually had a movie called Horns.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Daniel
that
Radcliffe.
was so
He was also
good. Did you watch that?
I did not, but I know that he was also in a play called Equus, which is a fucked up play.
But Horns is actually like one of my favorite movies that's come out in the past.
He was naked in that, by the way.
In Equus?
Yeah, and he actually had
I know. Oh, I've read the play. Trust me, I had to.
That was the thing.
It's a fucked up play.
All it makes me when she says Equus, all it makes me think of is Mr. Hands. Do not Google that. Big warning.
Did you make
Don't
me Google that?
It.
You made me Google a lot of shit.
Leah and I used to work together at an unnamed place that we're not going to mention because, well, I don't need to connect
there anymore.
Yeah.
Neither do I.
Used to work with both of you. Yeah, but she doesn't work there for a different reason.
If I do go under on my new job, I'm crawling back there if I can.
Yeah, I might crawl back. It's a thing.
Wait, where do you come work for me?
No. Come work for me and him.
Actually, you don't have a car
on this podcast. She does have a car.
I do have a car. I just didn't drive today.
Can you deliver?
Probably.
It doesn't matter. Come work for me. Deliver pizza.
Oh boy.
No, I'm serious. We'll talk about it later.
Yes, please. Let's talk about it later.
Fucking shithead.
Dude, fuck you. I need employees.
I told you I'd come.
We can't afford you right now.
Oh boy.
No.
This is
we'll
what
get
happens.
into that later. Sorry, there's a whole secondary political aspect of things going on in the background of this podcast. But, vaccinate your kids.
Please do.
And then here's the other thing.
Don't get off on that fucking deep.
So going back to, because I'm actually going to bring it back. Going back to the whole touching yourself thing.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, Vic Magnola?
Is that his name?
I don't know. The voice actor for Broly. He was accused of, like, a bunch of like, sexual misconduct. And it's, like, it's kind of disappointing, because...
Oh, man, there's so many people that are coming out as being like, hey, they touched people in ways they shouldn't have.
No, can I say one thing? Like, this is really not me interrupting you. But I was listening to, on Collider, they had Collider Live, and they had Jean-Claude Van Damme on it. Yeah. He was literally talking about how he doesn't like coming to the United States anymore. Because, like, he was talking about how he's a very open guy. Like, if he sees, like, a girl, he's not, like, looking at them and be like, oh, those are nice tits. He's like, you're beautiful. Like,
yeah, but there's a culture.
But there's a different way of doing that. No. Rather than with what Vic did, he was taking a lot of pictures with a lot of underage girls, inappropriately touching them, making inappropriate comments. Vic, just look up Broly voice actor.
Yeah, Broly voice actor.
No, but basically Jean-Claude Van Damme was like, I don't like coming to this country because, like, he's basically talking about how he's very open. He's, like, not a...
I understand what you're saying, but talk while you're looking it up.
Damn, bro.
Multitask, bitch.
No, but he's basically being like, I am not...
Oh, that's a name.
He's like, I like pretty much like talking to people, being like, this is how I feel about you. Like, I love people, I love animals. Like, if I see a beautiful person, like, he's like, I love my wife, but if I see a beautiful female, male, or whatever, I'm going to be like, you're beautiful.
But here's the thing. It's different saying you're beautiful rather than walking up to someone and, like, groping them inappropriately.
Oh, yeah.
That's like me walking up to you and just, like, grabbing your dick and being like, what's up, cutie?
No, but the point he was trying to make is like he's afraid to come to the United States now.
It's because people are so fucking
people
like
take advantage of it. They could be like, he said all this, and it could be taken out of context. And you know what? Nobody waits till people are proven guilty anymore. They just hop on it.
But here's the thing: when it comes to something like this, when you have so many people, it's like the whole Bill Cosby thing.
Yeah, and what's there was like a physical therapist for gymnasts.
Oh, Larry Nassar.
Yeah.
And like these are the people that we will talk about. If they're like mass murderers, that's an entirely different situation. That's why we didn't bring up the guy from the whole Trayvon Martin case. Why you heard it bleeped out. The guy who shot the kid in Florida. Yeah, okay. Yeah. As long as you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know
but it's
what
like
you're talking about, trust me.
At the end of it all, it's very much a matter of like there's a different way to do things, and he's not doing it correctly.
No, you have to learn. You have to adapt. That's the thing.
You don't even have to adapt. You just have to be a good fucking person, and it's not that hard to do it.
Well, I know that in like specific cultures, like in France, people when they greet people, they kiss each other on the cheek because that's just what you do.
Yeah, but that's a different culture. That's
but
not like
if you came and did that in America, that would be taken a completely different.
No, but it's like you're not going to France and being like, "Oh, hi, nice to meet you."
Yeah.
No, but the point, like even Jean-Claude Van Damme was making is you don't even need to go to that extent. Any simple thing could be taken out of context.
Yeah, but that's also people see that I feel like is going to a larger level of it. People go to the extreme because they're very much a matter of like.
No, he's talking about it more in the fact that he's famous.
Like so people take advantage of the fact that he's famous.
But he's famous, so if anybody goes any like compliments them or does anything like she was talking about, they're gonna be like.
Yeah, but you keep saying compliment. That's a difference, and that's the big difference I want to make.
Nobody knows what compliments are anymore.
Well,
no, because there's
certain things are considered a compliment to some people, and
like saying you're attractive or beautiful, like that's fine. But it's like if
if the wrong person gets it and they spin it the wrong way, he'd be like, he was coming on to me, blah blah blah.
Yeah, but you can get both sides of the story. That's the other thing, and I know that the other side of the story is not something you hear often, but it's like.
But in this,
with Vic, it's very.
One female victim alleges that around the year of 2009, an unnamed voice actor and another man intoxicated her, took her up to the hotel and raped her. After this unnamed voice actor told Vig, whatever his name is, that she was a con slut, and that subsequent conventions, whatever his name is, treated her poorly and sexually assaulted her.
See, that's the thing, is women are always, like, whenever, if a woman is, like, say she dates a lot, she's considered a slut, and then immediately it's like, no one cares anymore because she's promiscuous.
Alright, so hold on, here's the bigger issue that I want to bring up now that we actually have someone who's, like, willing to have this conversation. When you get down to, like, the basic point of it, women are significantly more believed than men when it comes to anything related to, like, sexual harassment in any
100%.
way. And it's like
100%. People believe that men can't be raped or sexually assaulted or abused by anyone.
What was his name, though? Big guy that was on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Terry Crews.
Oh, Terry Crews.
That whole Terry Crews thing where he came out and pretty much said he was sexually assaulted.
Yeah, people believe that people, like,
and
men just can't be.
they fucking went off on him.
Of course.
Like, called him a pussy.
Yeah,
he's a burly man. He's also
yeah, but he's also the sweetest human on the face of
the earth. Yeah, you gotta remember,
really
like, just because you're a fucking big guy doesn't mean that you're gonna be an aggressive person.
Exactly.
So when somebody comes up to you and like grabs your dick and says, "You're mine," you can't do anything about it.
Yes.
So, and that's like, how do you react?
Especially when he's worried about his career.
Exactly.
He's
and
worried about
fucking
bills.
the Weinstein guy.
Yeah.
Being like, don't fucking attack.
So
yeah, no.
Is it hard for me to say that everything with Vic is on the up and up? Yes, because I've never met him. I don't know who he is as a person.
Like,
I don't know
all I've
of the
heard
story.
about this guy is the sweetest fucking guy.
Who, Vic?
Yeah, like anything I've ever heard about this guy, like he's a good guy.
On the surface, but
kind of looks creepy. I'm not gonna lie.
There's a lot of stuff behind the scenes that you kind of have to like.
No, but you never know. Like Ted Bundy would seem like an awesome guy.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. You can't trust actors, and this is coming from an actor. You can't trust actors
because
they're so good. Especially if they're like a big actor.
No, it's the problem with all this.
They're really good at hiding who they are.
To lie to you.
Yeah.
So
it's our job. Well, I wouldn't say lie. What we do really is more like we act out real. No, we act out like
it's
situations.
Not an offensive
it's a fake
thing to
situation.
talk about.
Oh no, yeah.
It's definitely...
But like you can't believe everything he says. He may seem like a nice guy, but that could be an act.
I don't know.
Like
that could
for
be
me and Chris, it
act.
just hurts more because it's like kind of in our.
And like with everything so recent, it's like.
Right, yeah.
That's like hearing like Dwayne The Rock Johnson comes out and it's like, yeah, he diddled little kids, and it's like, well, fuck.
Honestly,
Dude, if The Rock ever came out with this and did something like that happen, I'd just be done.
But it's like, honestly, there's not enough information. It sucks because they did actually, Rooster Teeth, in their show Ruby, they actually split with him as being one of the voice actors with everything coming up.
Yeah, they have to save their own.
And that's the thing, from a PR perspective, I get it.
That's like the James Gunn thing over again.
Yeah, but like that's
to more an extent. Like this is like, way more.
I don't know. There's very much now a culture, as you said earlier, and I cut you off, and I apologize for it. There's very much that. Shut up. There's very much that culture of like, oh, we just heard this, let's jump the gun. It's like the whole Chris Hardwick thing.
Yeah,
people do that a lot.
Dude, that definitely I don't think should have.
I don't know. That's the thing. I would like to be able to say that, but neither of us know him personally. So I don't want to like say anything on that.
Yeah, but even like everybody in his life,
even his wife,
all his ex-girlfriends, his wife, and been like, there must have been like a deeper side to that because definitely
there had to have been something else going on.
Like she must have like fucked with his head enough to make him super paranoid. Like the fucked up thing is like if you're in a relationship, like it can fuck you and make you do things that you never thought you'd be able to do in your life.
Yeah, like my first 2 girlfriends.
Yeah. Like, you just become super obsessive, and you just fucking track them down, just all that stuff.
Yeah, you gotta, like...
It's something that, like, afterwards, you just, like...
It's kind of like that learning experience of, like, you gotta find out who you are.
Yeah.
Before, like, you're like, oh, yeah, I can be with someone. It's like...
It takes a lot of time. That's why I'm still...
Alone?
Yes, thank you.
I mean, there's no other way I was gonna put it.
I was gonna say single.
You could just say enjoying the single life.
But enjoying
Looking
the single
at
life...
titties. Look, alright, I'll be the first person to say this. You can look at anything you want. You can go window shopping for everyday life. As long as you don't touch it, you don't have to buy it.
Do not touch.
What's it called?
Touch yourself.
What's it called you were talking about earlier?
What do you mean? In terms of what?
Wando.
Who?
Wando's sexual orientation.
Oh, yeah. Pansexual.
Yeah.
Pansexual.
He'll fuck whatever.
Yeah,
that's not.
He'd fuck a door.
That's not what that
means. Fuck a robot
means.
if you want.
Nope, none of that is what it means.
It's fucking. It's satirical.
I know. I know you.
Quick story from like way back. I got into Leah's skin so far that she actually got like genuinely angry at me, and I'd never seen her.
Oh, that rarely happens. I never get angry.
What's the difference between bisexual and pansexual?
Bi means you go both ways.
Pansexual, I can kind of explain pansexual. It's a little tricky, but it's more based on like you like the person for the person. Their gender identity has nothing to do with your attraction to them.
Yeah,
physically.
But that's kind of bisexual. You're attracted to both people.
Well,
so
bisexual is a little slightly different.
Just hold on for a second. I'm gonna cut it down to right here. It's when you have to say it's kind of complicated. I don't think you should have to try to explain it at that point. You should. It shouldn't even be a thing.
When
it's like
I mean
pansexual
kind of
be like
complicated, though.
You don't think that you would be attracted to a woman, but you just fall in love with their personality, everything that you just.
Well, it's. When I say it's complicated, it means I feel like personally, it's hard for me to put it into words because I have like my brain doesn't
That's why I always just
very
thought
well
it was
with
the
that.
same thing as bisexual.
No, if you would like, you could definitely research it better because again, I'm really bad at explaining.
We're just
things.
useless.
But there is a difference.
We're just two straight white guys that everybody loves to hate.
I had to learn that the hard way. I thought I was bi, and then I realized I was pan.
It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
I'm sorry, but it's just like you just love people.
But that's okay.
That's what I feel like bisexual should be. It's the same thing. You just love people, so it doesn't matter what gender it is. If you fall in love with the person,
but here's the issue, and it's the bigger issue that I'll take with all of it. And you guys can crucify me in the comments. No, you're either there's no fucking biologically, genome wise. There's either an X and a Y or an X and an X. That's it.
Unless you're intersex, because some people are born with both genitalia. That is possible.
Yeah, that's not intersex. Intersex.
I've met plenty of people that like both boy and girls, and no matter who they fall in love with, they're just gonna want to be with that person.
What's the person who has both a dick and a vagina? What are they called? Homunculus.
Oh, well,
I think
Cartman's mom.
You piece of shit.
Oh boy.
That was good.
Well, regardless, that's why there's the difference between sex and gender. Gender identity is what you feel you are, and then sex is what your like physical, biological form is.
I feel like if you're gonna fall into any kind of gender identity, you gotta choose what it is, because there are plenty of people who are like, oh, well, I see myself as a lady, and then it's like they see it on the fucking paper, and they're like, oh, I'm gonna circle lady, even though I got, 2 X chromosomes. It's like, you could get something that would ruin your life if you go to a doctor and you circle the wrong fucking thing.
See, in that sense, it's different.
That's getting more into your personal issues.
I know, but it's just I'm just kind of like
you can't really.
No one does that. I can tell you, no one does that.
Like,
and I have a lot of friends who are
I'm not attacking that statement, but those people focus too much on their identity. That's the problem with. I feel like we're going on right now, which I don't want to get too far into this because I don't want to.
Neither do I.
Yeah,
but
identity.
The pansexual and bisexual people, like I guarantee you, it's just people being like, it doesn't matter what you are. Like if I,
it's like just let me be happy.
Oh yeah,
it's like if I fall, like that's what the Greeks did. All back in the day.
Look, the Greeks did a lot of shit that we shouldn't talk about, like the fucking Minotaur. Well, you fucking bulls.
From where I am right now in my journey of discovering who I am, a label is helpful for now. Eventually, it's not going to matter, but for now, I need to find people who are like
labels shouldn't be a thing. Like I don't.
Eventually, no one. They don't care.
Our country runs on labels, and I hate it because it should be like everything should be like. You're the rich, you're poor. I'm who I am. Like, if you don't like who I am, like, don't talk to me.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if I want to choose to like this person, doesn't matter what sex they are.
Yeah, yeah.
It all really comes back to that, like, that fucking shock culture of, like, everybody has to be mad about something for some reason.
Well, a lot of it is, like, the 90s culture where it would be, like, gays were just like, oh, you fucking F-word.
It's a lot more of, like, people want to feel special, and not everybody's fucking special.
Yeah.
Like, I hate to say this about your daughter and everything, but she's not fucking special from the other kid I could find down the street. That's what I mean. To you, she's special. But it's like,
no, I know.
If I lined her up with 100 other kids,
she'd just be nice.
I'd hit them all with the truck the same way.
No, it's all about...
Well, probably your daughter less.
No. The thing... I'll put better point to what you're trying to say. It's all about personal experiences on who you meet. Like, if you put, like, 1,000 kids in a lineup and you said you have to kill one... Like, honestly, it'd be more...
I would definitely avoid your daughter.
Like no, but you don't know my daughter. That's the thing.
Yeah, if I didn't know any of them, it would definitely just be like, okay,
it's
here you go.
Just to cover your eyes and do that.
Yeah.
But the whole feeling special thing, when you become so personally attached to somebody, the parents, that's why the parents are the biggest attackers on this. But if you become personally attached to somebody, that's what creates you special.
Yeah, but if you
like, that's what... No, but...
No, like, when you get personally attached to yourself, that's when it's like...
No. The biggest thing is, like, the more people that are attached to a person, the more special they become.
Okay.
Yeah, it's better to be, like, to be more, I guess, more attached to yourself, because then you're not relying on someone else to feel
individualism.
special.
You're not relying on gratification.
Individualism is what we need in this country more than just this Instagram life where people are like, look at this picture of me in this bikini, look at my booty. It's like... Yes, you have 5,000 followers, but do any of them know you?
Do any of them
know
care
why?
about you?
Oh, yeah.
No, they like looking at your ass and just being like, hey, she puts up a provocative picture.
I like to look at my girlfriend's ass. Shut the fuck up.
It's your girlfriend, though. You've grown accustomed to that, and that's special to you. That's the point I'm making.
Yeah.
You grow attached
Will you
to
stop fucking with the cup?
I'm sorry. I have ADHD. I need to move. Anyway.
No, but just like... everybody needs to that's the problem.
You're not a fucking snowflake.
No, but that's the problem with the racism and everything. Like, all these people being like...
We're human.
Oh, no. Because fucking once the aliens invade us, we're all fucking one people. They're not going to care, be like, oh, you're the black ones, you're the white ones, alright, let's separate you.
Let's go kill all the Asian people. It's like, that's not going to happen. They're just going to fucking...
Boop. It's like the Asian ones are the ones that could probably kill us more. So, no, they don't know that. As a joke, because they're smarter than us.
I know.
Wow. That was a good one.
It definitely went over my head for a split second. Then I was like, wait, let me think about it. Oh, there it is.
No, but it's just...
It didn't go over my
head.
head.
That's why I hate racism so much. It's just like...
It's also stupid. It makes no sense.
The whole... Like, I get mad at, like... This... Like, don't get mad at me when I say this. I hate ghettoism.
You know what I mean? I know what you mean.
Okay.
I know exactly what you mean.
Like, I hate the ignorant... like talk, like just like talking down about people, being like, "Oh, we got all this money."
You
like,
hate superiority,
you bitches and hoes and all that.
It's superiority. That's what it is.
It's like I live my life where,
it's all a shit
even
show.
like working at a place and hiring people.
Oh yeah,
you could be like, "Oh, we want chemistry." It's like no, because you talk to somebody for like 10 minutes, you're not gonna know that chemistry. Like one of my best friends, I guarantee you, if I never knew him and I talked to him in an interview, I wouldn't think I'd be his best friend.
Dude, it's like half the people that I hire at work, like even working with her, like I didn't really care
I hired
about
her.
No, I mean like everyone else, like all the rest of the people I hired, like Taylor, Darren, Grace, like those three are the biggest people I'll say. It's like I didn't really care if they fit in with the store. I cared that they had a work ethic that like moved things forward.
Yeah, like mostly when I interview people, I look to see like who they are as a person, more opposed. Like obviously the work ethic, you've got to get in there.
Who they are as a person definitely reflects. That reflects to their work ethic. Because if they have like a good moral sense, they're gonna want to actually work harder at the job rather than just like fuck around and be like, oh, I don't really care,
like,
so I'm just
a lot of it is
whatever.
Like you talk to somebody and you'd be like,
to work with.
Yes, I know.
A lot of it you'd be like, do you care about my feelings towards this job?
Yeah.
So if somebody comes in, they like you could tell they just don't care that you care about this place.
Exactly. Then you're not. But
they could be like the most ghetto motherfucker ever, and they have like that push in them, that drive that makes them want to like please, and not please to be like I want to be your bitch, just please to be like I care about.
I want to show that I can do this.
Yeah, like. A lot of people need more self-esteem and more like...
Oh, yeah, 100%.
I can't even think of the word. Like
gumption?
No, just like more honor towards them.
Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I will say
like, there's a lot of people that be like, I don't fucking care. It's like, it's this company.
It's Papa John's.
Papa John's. Yeah, say you work at Papa John's. Be like, I don't care. I'm making Papa John's pizza. Why do I care if it looks good?
Right.
No, you need to make the best thing you do because that reflects on your personality. You're a fucking person.
Yeah.
So why fucking, like, Papa John's is shitty pizza, but if you can make the best fucking pizza that Papa John's gives, fucking do it.
Yeah.
Like, care about what people... Most people don't care about how people think about them.
You can also get away with...
I care too much how people think about me.
You can also get away with that.
Cheers.
Because of everything.
Thank you.
You can get away with that because Papa John's.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what we should stay instead. But Papa John's and Papa John's.
Yeah.
I mean, really, yeah.
I mean, I would joke and say, "Oh, I don't give a shit" when I would be at work, but I would literally try way too hard.
I don't care what you say. It's
pizza.
becoming a full episode.
That's really cool.
So, fuck. There was a whole bunch of shit that happened in between the cuts, and I just don't know what's going on anymore.
Well,
just to sink it down, our computer kind of crashed a sec, so we
didn't crash, but like it definitely had its own problem.
It had a little spasm attack, so we had to cut it, and then we kind of forgot what we were talking about. So right now we're going to talk about Liam Neeson.
Welcome back to Just Your Average Podcast. Thanks for coming back from that Bars and Tone jump cut. This is still Leah, Chad, Chris. It's all the same shit.
Now I'm going to brush into this Liam Neeson thing real fast, just to get your guys' opinion on it.
I actually listened to the interview.
Yeah, it sucks. Like,
have no clue,
I'll explain it to you.
Yeah.
Pretty much, he had a female friend that was taken advantage of by a darker-skinned person.
Taken advantage, or was it sexually assaulted?
It was sexually assaulted.
Okay.
Yeah, so then just say sexually assaulted.
He was raped. She was raped.
See, we gotta beat those.
Go right ahead and just say rape.
Bleep it if it's actually not me being a dick about it.
Yeah.
But pretty much a female friend was raped by a darker-skinned man.
Okay.
So...
Okay.
Pretty much,
like you can't put a negative connotation to that. It's just it's how everything's described at this point.
The thing he was trying to explain is like it's a problem. Like he had in his head, but like he was just so paranoid.
But he was also younger.
Yeah, he was way younger. But
I don't know the exact time,
but in his head, he was like every dark-skinned guy I came across, he just wanted to beat the shit out of.
Yeah, like he was carrying a stick.
Because it was just like paranoia of not knowing like who it could have been.
Oh, because he didn't know.
Yeah, and, like he apologized for it, and he was profusely apologized. He said that he shouldn't have acted like that.
He didn't even need to talk about it though. That's a fucked up thing. Like this is just him being like trying to be honest with an interviewer, being like, I want to talk about shit that's happened in my life.
Who does that?
Me?
Unless that's different. That's different. These people are specifically told what to say and what not to say on the
but Liam Neeson's like an old Irishman.
He's like open for the world.
Yeah,
fair enough.
But he's pretty much the whole story is pretty much like him being so like paranoid. He's like any black.
You were so like...
I don't... Here you say black bastard. He
And that's us quoting it, so keep your shirt on.
He literally wanted to just kill. Because he didn't know who it was.
Okay.
And the horrible thing about it is, like, if you have a person who you love who has been raped and, like, sexually assaulted like that, you always put a face on them after the description of it. So when you are just caught in this, like, mix of, like, gender and everything, where she pretty much didn't know his face, but she just said the gender, he's passing around the people that are around the area of which it happened. So he's, like, in anger, just like he didn't act on it, obviously.
Thankfully,
yeah, because he wouldn't have had this.
See, that's what makes you. That's what separates like people's. Like you're good enough to not act on like deep and running emotions.
It's like your common sense kicks in.
Oh yeah.
But it's like I don't know. It's
like the negative. Like people are like, oh, your career is over.
That's the thing.
Like,
it comes back to that whole like culture of like everyone wants to be offended about something.
Like,
oh, that's so
like the thing is, people are human.
Yeah.
Like,
that's the thing you have to remember.
We're all human.
I don't fucking care who you are. In one point of your life, you're gonna have a hateful thought in your head.
Oh, of course.
Oh, holy shit.
And
well, we all know with you, so.
They don't know.
Well, I know.
I try to act human.
He doesn't have any seriously hateful. Just
no, it's all jokes. It's all jokes.
I'm a very like my humor is way darker than most people, and it's just like it's
That's why me writing the movie with you the other day. I'm like, this shit's dark. Like I could have had it a lot more darker, but I didn't want to freak you out. No.
But it's like, dude, that's why you cast me as the lead.
I'm the lead.
Oh.
No, fuck you.
No, but just
I'm
like
antagonist.
No, but just like I fucking hate it. Like nobody can have like any negative thought in their head anymore.
Yeah.
Just like
everybody has to be super good about everything.
Like
it's like
I fucking like. Even that interview I was talking about John Clavadame, he's talking about how he fucking loves everybody, but I love everybody. Like I honestly don't see people like the way.
See, that's the thing. Like I have a very short list of people that and I'll be able to say it without any reserve. It's a very short list of people I fucking hate with every fiber of my being. Does it mean I'm ever gonna act on that? No.
It's like I fucking hate Donald Trump, but would I ever go up to him and shoot him in the face?
I'll dream about it, sure, but
nobody fucking deserves to be killed by another person.
No, that's
nobody deserves to be beat by another person unless you rape their daughter or something.
Something terrible happens.
I can't even say that people deserve
something horrible happens.
But nobody in their life deserves to take another person's life.
Yeah. No, absolutely not.
That's why we talked about a couple episodes ago, like death penalty and all that.
Oh,
33.
Personally, I don't
32,
agree with the
actually.
death penalty.
Yeah.
Personally, because I can't, like, it doesn't make sense to me, like, let's say someone murders somebody and then you murder them, like, what's very hypocritical. It's like, so because
it's all factored on hate.
Exactly. There's no logical reason for you to murder them.
For me, there are, but that's an entirely different story for an entirely different episode we can get into.
Yes.
But, I don't know, it's disappointing seeing the culture that we're walking into compared to, like, where I want us to be.
It kind of scares me because we're going back to more of the 70s.
I don't
60s, 70s culture where there was a lot of hate in the air, where people feared a lot of different races.
Yeah, we're slipping back into that. I don't know.
There's a lot of that.
And, like, it's just like...
It's a war of attrition at this point.
You can't even blame Trump fully for it, because he's kind of like
he's just an idiot.
No, you can. And do you want to know why? Because if you look back
he's the enabler.
Here's the thing. If you look back to World War II, it's the same thing Hitler did.
Oh, God.
He just played on people's fear. He spoke well, and he played on people's fear. The difference with Donald Trump, he doesn't speak well, but he knows how to play on people's fear.
Yeah. Exactly. He's
look at the people he's appealing to. It's the middle of the fucking country. They're either fucking a pig or fucking their cousin.
That is so true. It's like a different world. No, it's like
we love you.
It's like a
Kansas
completely different world. It's like hugely a different world.
No, it's just like
let's just be friends. Just everybody go into your own room, jerk off. Get that, like, post-masturbation mind, and then we'll all solve world hunger.
After you go, you're going to clear your head and be like, alright.
It's the moment of clarity.
Yes.
Dude, seriously? Like...
Dude, I could solve world hunger if I had a moment of clarity.
Dude, I honestly think every, like, jury should go off and, like, just whack off.
Yeah.
And then instantly go into the thing and be like, you know what? I can see things clearer with this.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about
I don't know how women do with that. But men?
Do women have a moment of clarity or no?
I don't know. You're asking the wrong person, buddy.
I won't go into that any further. But basically, when men do their thing...
When men jerk off,
Right.
When they do
after you reach the moment of climax, there's that thing called the moment of clarity where like your brain is like completely
like put it this way, you could be in for like the most ridiculous fucking crazy shit of your life.
You could be ready to kill someone. You jerk off and you're like, oh wow, this is not worth anything.
So just promote jerking off.
That's why our motto is just touch yourself.
That's why a lot of people be like, jerk off at work, you'll be happy. Which I've never done. I just get skeeved out doing that.
Allegedly.
No, seriously. I watched Clerks 3. Clerks 2, they do that. And it's
so funny. Good. That's awesome.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It's just fucking be happy. Touch yourselves.
No, it's just like, I don't know. I just fucking hate racism.
Yeah. Oh, I agree.
I've met so many ignorant people in my life that be like, you're living up to the stereotype. But I also meet plenty of white people be like, living up to that stereotype.
Yeah. So
and live up in Warwick, I mean, I meet a lot of them.
Oh. Do you want to...
No. You're catching the point. We're going to take a step back. What do you got left for a last topic, sweetheart?
Alright, so we have...
Just kind of Russian roulette your way through it.
Talk about measles, and the only topic we really have left is a happy one.
A happy one.
Oh, we'll end on a high note.
End on a high note.
Any Switch users that'd be like, you know what?
Switch.
I kind of want to play Xbox, but I hate Xbox.
So wait, is it the voice chat service, or is it like... Do you have to have a subscription
Microsoft
to it?
plans to expand Xbox Live to other platforms, including Nintendo Switch and mobile. The company says bringing the network to more consoles will enable game developers to connect players between iOS, Android, and Switch, in addition to the Xbox and any game in the Microsoft Store and Windows PCs.
So what you're telling me is that it's not Xbox anymore. It's literally just Microsoft is like, we want to distribute our games.
This is what Microsoft was trying to do with the crossplay at the beginning.
No, because that's the difference. I can support crossplay, but like...
It gets rid of the whole console war.
No, it gets rid of the Xbox. There's still a console war.
Well, that's why but it gets rid of Xbox. A long time ago, I told you Microsoft wasn't going to make a new Xbox.
No, they will. They definitely
they're going to
will.
make a PC type thing that will give you Xbox, but they're going to be like, hey, let us play your Nintendo games on this too.
Nintendo won't do that.
Nintendo's too proud.
No, Nintendo's not proud. Nintendo's smart. They're not going to license their own fucking software to use it on a separate console.
Well, the thing, Xbox knows they're failing. Like, this console generation is failed. Like, it's like...
They failed as soon as E3 came out.
They like, honestly, I hate Xbox, but they gone above and beyond what they did with that. They just don't have the games. They don't have the first-party support like PlayStation has.
PlayStation makes games for gamers.
Yeah, well, Xbox makes first-person shooters and like
like
Gears
Halo.
of War.
Oh, Halo, yeah.
And they make Gears of War.
That's all I can really think of.
Wake, which I'm kind of bummed I couldn't play, but whatever.
Dude, Titanfall was awesome.
Yeah, but it's on PlayStation now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I'm happy it was. Yeah. Like, Titanfall 1 was great on Xbox. So much fucking better on PlayStation 4.
Yeah. Like, I just, like... I feel like in the next...
It's fine, I don't care.
I feel like in the next 5 years, there's going to be no more consoles.
I don't think
PlayStation's going to be pressured into doing the crossplay. Like, they already have him with fucking Fortnite.
Yeah, but they should have done that to begin with. It was a good idea.
Yeah, but it's fucking... It doesn't make sense with the whole fucking console war with this thing.
The console wars died off a long time ago, though.
And what's the point of having different consoles if you just cross-platform and everything? Like, you're just
because at that point, it's not a matter of like.
It's not a matter of. It's all going to be exclusives.
No, because exclusivity is what keeps the PlayStation and Nintendo alive.
Yeah.
And it's what's killed Xbox. They don't have anything that you can play on just an Xbox, so there's no point to having an Xbox.
That's why I'm saying.
Whereas having PlayStation, like, I'll be the first person to say it. This is a Nintendo Switch Pro controller. It is the greatest fucking thing that I've ever been able to play a game on. Same with the PlayStation 4 controller. So fucking good to play a game on. Good. Whenever everybody's like, oh, well, you should play a first-person shooter on keyboard and mouse. I don't want to do that because it's super fucking uncomfortable to do it.
It sounds awful.
You get the gamer claw from, like, doing this.
Like...
Yeah. I literally can't. Like, I've tried. Like, I just can't because my hands won't work like that.
It's because you're old.
And I have a carpal tunnel.
Carpal tunnel.
I'm touching yourself a lot.
But I think exclusive gaming is going to go... Like, it's... Like
it'll
the next,
slowly diminish.
Like, my theory is the next 10 years, it's going to be live or die between Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo.
I don't think so.
And fucking now Apple's trying to make their own consoles and everything.
Apple is a
We're not. No. I don't mind Apple as a company. I dislike what they're doing in terms of like the iPhone and the Apple, but that's the Macs. But that's an entirely different story for a different fucking podcast.
Oh yeah, I agree.
This has been going on for so long.
Yeah.
Don't hate it, Chris. Just embrace it.
I'm gonna hate it.
Chris is losing his mind.
No, but like PlayStation, like I kind of don't like how they gave into the cross-platform.
I do. I like how they did it because it allows people to play. Like, let's say you had an Xbox and I had a PlayStation, we'd never be able to play together.
Yeah, but that's like.
But it forces you to buy. Right. It forces you to buy another console for no reason.
I understand what you're saying, but my greedy money, business-wise,
from a business standpoint, I understand what you're saying, but from like a perspective of a gamer,
like they gave in to the whole.
They gave in the pressure, but
everybody's an asshole and just let it go.
But it's like they're giving into an aspect of people don't have the money to buy two different consoles.
But all I gotta say is PlayStation 5, the early like schematics and everything, you can play PlayStation 1 games on it.
Yeah, no, they're thinking about backwards compatibility. It's not confirmed.
It's the most epic backwards compatibility.
I mean, you can do it on PlayStation 3. PlayStation 3, you can play PlayStation 1 games on. You can't play PlayStation 2 games on it, but you can play PlayStation 1 games on it.
Yeah, but this is going to be like the OG, being like, you can play everything.
1, 2, 3, and 4? That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I'd hope so, but I doubt it.
And like, then they could like
re-release?
Fuck.
You're so drunk.
No, but they can re-release games, like physical copies of the games.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You know what I mean? And it'll bring like, I don't know. It'll be good, because then you can bring their stock percentage up and all that shit.
All right, Chad's going off the deep end, so I think this is where we're going to call it.
Hold on, I have one more thing to talk about.
Oh, boy.
We'll see you next time on episode 36, right?
I think. I don't know.
Yeah. Thanks for watching Just Your Average Podcast. I'm Chad, that's Leah, that's Chris. If you like Leah, let us know in the comments if you want her to come back.
Give us a like.
Also, don't comment in the sections, because chances are it'll be just be Chris's mom. Commenting.
Hi, Mom. Go subscribe, comment, leave your information, leave us a like. Go follow us on the Instagram, the Twitter. Mm-hmm. It's all good.
Leah's friends, comment.
Please,
join us next time. Bye.
Bye.